Good morning. Maria Flynn here, the Facebook page owner of One Wise Life and the creator of One Wise Life. The voice still gone, but I feel really, really great. I really do. I'm not sick. I'm not anything. It's just, I guess I'm going through puberty. I don't know. My voice just decided to take a little bit of a vacation. You know, I was thinking about it this morning. I'm a social entrepreneur, so a lot of what I do is behind the scenes, at my computer, messaging, emailing, so my voice doesn't really get used a lot throughout the day. And if you were a part of my household, you would know that we run a pretty quiet household here. The TV is never on either, so except for soccer. So yeah, we don't really talk. So I started these lives, and now I talk every day for about a half hour with you. So maybe that's why my voice has just decided to cap out, because I don't practice talking very much. Okay, so Sean's here with us. Catherine is here with us. You both have joined us here before. Swarnendu is here as well. Thank you so much for being here. I am going to be talking today about the 7 qualities of successful people. And before we get started, I am going to share this, and if you've been joining my lives, if you like the message, please share. I can't tell you how much I'm loving this community, how it's expanding, how you guys are helping me as much as I'm helping you as we, share the message of what it is to thrive and do well in life and to create the things that you want coming into your life. So let me put this out there right now. Give me 2 seconds. And one more. All right, there we go. My friend Dave is here. Hello, and Sharif is here. Lauren is here. Thank you for being with me, Lauren. Lauren and I have a show tomorrow, actually. You guys heard me talk about Lauren yesterday. She is an elite high performance coach, one of less than 300 around the world. An amazing, amazing person. We have a show tomorrow. We'll be talking about mastering visualization. So I'll put some information up for you so that you can join us then. Hopefully by then my voice will be back for this show. My goodness, again, my name is Maria Flynn. I am the Facebook page owner of One Wise Life and the creator of OneWiseLife.com, where we help you tap in and turn on your own inner wisdom so that you can create the life you love. So today I am going to be talking about the 7 qualities that highly successful people have and who thrive at life. And I have written about this, I've studied about this for a long time as well, and truly the qualities, this is just a snapshot of a number of qualities that successful people have, and I'm just kind of bringing you sort of the highlights of what I've seen consistent in a lot of people that I've met and know, and who I consider people who thrive in life. Now, what is success? I've talked about that before, and success is something that can only be defined by you, right? So whatever you consider whatever you consider successful is really defined by you. So I'm not here to define what success is. I don't believe success has a whole lot to do with money. I think money is a reflection of success. It's sort of the bonus of success, but it's not the be-all, end-all. If you're chasing the money, then you're not really chasing what it is to thrive at life. That's my personal definition. I think we need to look at all areas of life and thrive in all of those parts. Because truly, if you're chasing the money and you have all the money in the world and you have no relationship with people, no education, no way to have a conversation with people, right? If you are just living a very lonely, and maybe a lonely life is what you want, I don't know. But if you're just doing that, if you're just chasing the money, then you're going to miss out on other areas of life. And we're here to thrive in all areas. We're all here. We're connected. We have personal relationships to thrive upon. We have our career to thrive upon. And again, career and money is not the same thing. Money is just sort of the bonus of the kind of career that you want. So for me, I thrive at what I do. I thrive at One Wise Life. I thrive in the connection. I thrive and get a high, if you will, on all the other elements of One Wise Life. And the money part is sort of just the bonus. It's just sort of what comes at the end here as a reflection of what I'm doing. So success is really defined by you. However, the steps to achieving the kind of success as defined by you are probably very similar. So I'm going to talk about those qualities today. All right, before I get started, let me make sure a few people join us here. Suzanne is here. Keith is here. Good morning, Keith. I'm glad you joined us. Nicole, Carissa, Jackie, Nora. Thank you. So appreciate you all being here today. Okay, so back to the qualities. The fact that you've joined me today, that you've clicked watch, that you're giving me thumbs up and hearts, is a reflection of what successful people do. They choose it. They actively choose it and participate in that part of their life. They don't just sit there and wish upon having success. They take action to do it. So the fact that you have joined me today, that you wanted to learn maybe a little bit more, get some insight on some of the things I think are traits of successful people or qualities of successful people, really shows that you are expansive and learning and wanting to grow, and that you're willing to explore the avenues to achieve the kind of success you want. So that's the very first quality, is that you choose it. You choose it. So that's important. The second one is clarity. What do I mean by clarity? And if I'm looking away, it's because, again, I have my information here on my other computer screen. So Dave says that my voice sounds good to him. As long as you can hear me, that's the most important thing that I can do. I have no idea why. Well, again, I kind of know energetically why it's not there. But, who knows? Maybe the universe thinks, again, I should be going through puberty, Dave. Okay, so the second quality is clarity. So successful people have a vision of what they want in life, but not only the vision, they embody it in every aspect. It is in every part of their being. It's in their cell. It is who they are. It's what they think, say, and do. This is how clear they are about what it is that they want to achieve. So this is really important because we talk a lot about visualization. And in fact, tomorrow, Lauren and I will be talking about mastering visualization. So visualization is an important first part of creating the clarity. But you can't sit and visualize for 10 minutes straight what it is that you want and then go back to life as usual. You have to embody it in everything that you do. So when you create clarity, then you learn to get rid of the things that disrupt the clarity, that disrupt the feeling that comes with clarity, right? So if you want good relationships, but you've got a bunch of waffling relationships over here, are you setting boundaries? Are you creating the space to limit the time with the people that drain you so that you create the space for the kind of people that you want to enjoy relationships with? There is such an energetic space that's created when you act upon the vision, and it makes your vision more clear. There is extreme clarity among successful people in what they want and everything they think, say, and do, and they don't allow the energy of others and other things to interrupt what it is that they're trying to achieve. So clarity is a big quality that successful people have. Dave says that the 3 S's of success: they see it, they start it, they sustain it. That's so good, Dave. Again, another power punch statement from Dave. That's exactly right. So in addition to choosing it and seeing it, they've got to sustain it. And in order to sustain it, you got to act on it in every single way, in every part of your life. The third quality: simplicity. Simplicity. They remove the need for material things, and they wrap their energy in the meaningfulness of what it is that they want to achieve. So when you know what you want, when it's in you and it's embodied in you, then the material stuff, the comparing yourself to the Joneses and the neighbors and what they have or don't have, that sort of just kind of washes away. It's not important. The need for material things, now we all need some material things. I'm not saying get rid of everything and live off the land, but I'm saying that the need for the material and materialistic things kind of dissipates because you're more attracted and more wrapped around the energy of your meaning behind what you want. You're living a meaningful life, and that is purpose-driven. That drives you, that energy pulls you to want and act, think, say, and do in achieving the kind of thriving life that you want, and not about whether or not you can afford those Gucci shoes or whatever it is that you want. So you start to get really simplified in your surroundings and in your things, and you also get really simplified in the day-to-day actions. So for instance, every day we have to eat. Every day we have to eat breakfast. Every day we have to do these things that do take time to do, right? And it's valuable. You got to do those things. But somebody who is yearning for more in life, thriving life, they recognize the value of time, right? So they create more time so that they can do the things that they want. And they remove the things that are kind of time wasters. So they make breakfast, for instance, a no-brainer. They know that it's a protein smoothie and a cup of coffee, or and hot water and lemon, which happens to be my breakfast every morning. But they kind of do this, and it's mindless activity that has to get done. You got to get it done to live. You got to eat your breakfast. You got to get started right. But instead of going to the refrigerator going, what should I eat today? Oh my gosh, I'm really in the mood for eggs, or gosh, I wish I had oatmeal. There's none of this time wasting. None of this time wasting. It is routine, no-brainer breakfast. It's good for me. It sustains me. It tastes good. It keeps me going. And you're done. So instead of wasting a lot of time prepping, thinking, wondering what to eat, I make it a routine. It's done. I keep it simple. And I can get to doing what matters to me even more. Okay. So simplicity is an important one. And you know what? I've written about this one before I move on to the next point. You'll notice that if you've ever seen, and it's been written about before in Inc. magazine, in Entrepreneur magazine, Success magazine, that successful people also do other things like make things no-brainers in even the clothes they wear. So if you remember, Steve Jobs always wore the black turtleneck and jeans. Zuckerberg always wears the hoodie, right? He doesn't think too much past the hoodie and the pair of jeans. So yeah, they instead of having to worry about what to wear every day, they even simplify that. That's my look. It matches everything. I don't have to worry about it, and onward. And that's kind of my closet too. It's pretty much grays and blacks. Everything matches. I don't have to worry, and there's not too much thinking about what I need to wear because it'll always match. Okay. So that's my third point, was simplicity. The fourth one, and this is so important, and I really hope you're hearing me. Let me know you can hear me and that you have hearts, because this one you're going to want to take home, and you're going to want to really investigate this one in all parts of your life. Follow through. Successful people follow through. They leave nothing incomplete, nothing unfinished. T. Harv Eker has said, how you do anything is how you do everything. And that is such a powerful, energetic statement, because in truth, when you want success in the big things, then you gotta be successful in the little things. And if your energy, your thoughts, feeling, and actions can't even complete well in the little things, well then that, my friends, that energy of incompletion will spill over to other areas of life. So if you want to have success in the big things, have success in the little things, experience it, and grow upon that energy. So when that big stuff comes, it comes and it's fulfilling in the way that you want it to be fulfilled. So remember, follow through on everything. Successful people never leave things incomplete or unfinished. And in fact, if they cannot complete it, they make sure that somebody else can, or they communicate that they can, or they communicate that they need help or assistance. They make sure that they tie it up in a nice, pretty knot, that it's done to the best of their ability. So, okay, follow through. I hope that resonates. I hope that resonates. So where have you not followed through in other areas of your life? Because wherever it shows up in other areas is spilling over to the one that might be important to you. So think about following through and finishing and completing everything that you want to complete. 5, this is another good one. Understand people. Successful people understand people. They do. I didn't write, but Harvey Deutschendorf, who writes for One Wise Life, wrote about the 7 signs of highly emotionally intelligent people. And successful people tend to be highly emotionally intelligent. And they thrive at life. And they recognize the importance of boundaries with people. They recognize immediately the people that drain them. And they recognize immediately and act upon setting the boundaries. And even having to be assertive when they need to be assertive. To put the brakes and the stops on the people that drain their energy. But also, too, they understand the connection and expansion of connecting with people. So they know that surrounding themselves with positive people is equally important. Surrounding themselves not just with positive people, but the people that challenge them in a good way to live more expansive, to go bigger, to think bigger. It's important. There's both good and bad, if you will. There's the draining people, and then there's the people that push you and that push you for greatness. So understanding people is an extremely important quality of successful people, and they make the decisions immediately about who drains them and who supplements their lifestyle. And by the way, successful people aren't just takers. So they don't just surround themselves with successful people so that they can just take the energy and positivity of other successful people. They give back. It's a supplementation. It's a win-win. Always a win-win. So yeah, think about understanding people. It's an important quality. Number 6. This one is one I got to work on, folks. Self-care. Self-care. I'm going to look at my notes here. The successful people value time as a valuable resource. They recognize that time is a valuable resource, and they carve out time for self-care every day. So it is important, and you'll notice that successful people tend to do the same things. They wake up early. They take advantage of the morning time to connect with self, for meditation, to accomplish things in the quiet time, in the peaceful time of the morning. They eat well. They eat well, not because it's necessarily, hopefully they eat well and it tastes good, but they're not so worried about the taste as much as they're concerned about the long haul and being able to live and have the energy necessary to achieve the things that they want to achieve. They believe, successful people know that they're contributing to the world. So self-care is something that's really, really important, and they see it as a responsibility. Not just to themselves, but to the world, to take care of themselves. I recognize I need to work on this part of myself. I'm probably one of those people that does rise early, but I rise early even if I go to bed at 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, so I probably could use some more sleep. I'm one of those people that might be pushing the limits a little bit, and probably why this is not working very well. I probably could use a little more sleep. So yes, meditation, eating, early rise, they are in tune and they know the spiritual side of themselves. They listen to that inner guidance, and they know in order to do that, they need to get up early. They need to practice alone time, practice self-care, so they can hear that inner guidance so clearly. So that's an important one, self-care. And the last one, the last one is daily application. That's a must. You can't do what you want to do by just giving it one try for a half hour, one try for one day, one try for a week. No. And when you apply all of these qualities every single day, even if you're not ultimately successful in the ways that you think you would be, don't let that deter you from continuing to do it. Daily application is necessary. You've got to have the willpower to keep going. And frankly, there's no such thing as failure. They're only learning opportunities. That's all it is. You've just gathered more information about what it is that you want and how it is that you're going to get there. Be the sponge and keep applying, keep going, keep doing, go, 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 go. There is an energy when you really tap into what it is that you want to achieve. in the kind of lifestyle you want to achieve, there is an energy that pulls you to do it. And when you apply some of the qualities that I've talked to you about today, then those qualities expand, and that energy expands, and that pulling, that drive to push you to do more naturally expands and gets you going. So you've got to apply every day. Meditation the first day might not feel particularly great, might not feel particularly different, but keep going. I've talked about this before. Meditation isn't the same for everyone. You've got to figure out what works for you. Got to figure out what works for you when it comes to meditation. When I first started, I think I've told you, if you've never followed me before, I've said I don't like the sound of a woman's voice guiding me through meditation. I don't like the sound of guitar strings in the music in meditation. I like the deep om. I do like that. And if it's guided meditation, I prefer a male's voice guiding me. I'm not sure why that is. It just is. I'm sensitive to what I'm hearing, and that's important to me. Even when I used to practice Reiki with clients, there was specific music that I like to use. I didn't like a lot of that stringy music that's out there that for meditation. So practice, and keep going. So before I check out here, I'm going to see who else has joined me, because I've been seeing this chat room go. So I so appreciate that you're here. Okay, I'm going to scroll up. All right, Kimberly, thank you for being here. I'm happy with everything I've been given. Good, Kimberly, I'm so happy you're appreciative. Gratitude is an important quality of successful people as well. Dave Moore says, refine, and make it simple. Yeah, it doesn't have to be difficult, just consistent. Be consistent. If you're consistent and successful in the small things, you'll be consistent and successful in the big things too. All right, so Carissa says, I'm on it. Breakfast like clockwork to me. Good. I'm glad that resonated with you. It's been a big one for me. In the morning, first of all, that's precious time for me. And to have to worry about breakfast and what I'm going to eat, I can't do that. I can't even think about that. I remember, it's a funny story, my mom used to live with me, and she would ask me, early in the morning as we were eating breakfast, what are we making for dinner? Because we need to take it out of the freezer. And I remember going, oh my God, I can't go there yet. I can't think about food just now. But she was right. I needed to knock it out and just decide it, plan it, get it out of the way so it wouldn't have to use up more of my time, right, in planning and preparing for a dinner. Okay. Dave Moore, focus, follow one course until successful. Yes, thank you, Dave. Thank you. Catherine says emotional intelligence is so important. It really is. I'm going to share an article. I wrote an article about the 7 traits that I talked about today, but it also gives you links from Harvey's article that talks about the signs of emotionally intelligent people. So if you want to incorporate more and expand on your own emotional intelligence, which by the way, if you didn't know this, employers are looking more and more for emotionally intelligent people. They are asking questions, specifically looking for that in their leadership and bigger corporations. They are starting to get it, that emotional intelligence is an important quality to find in employees. It's an important quality that pretty much all entrepreneurs have, but there's also such a thing as an intrapreneur, if you're not familiar with that term. Those are employees that think and have the mentality of an entrepreneur. They take it as their own, right? And when it's your own, then you want success with it. Yeah, there is definitely more studies and more information on that. So that article will have Harvey's information so you can see that as well. Really, really good. It's a super easy read. I think it's 7 points that he talks about. Sean says, our time is limited, so make the best out of every moment. You got that right, Sean. Dave Moore says, sleeping is for wimps. Really? I think I need to recuperate this Dave. All right, who else is here? Hezron is here. Nice. Susanna's here. Thank you, Maria, for these live videos. So helpful and great reminders for me to keep going. Love and light. Yay. I'm so glad. Listen, every time you hang out with me on these lives, I do see it as you investing in me and investing in time, investing in the things that you want to achieve. So it's all ultra important to me that I also provide quality for you so that you can, pause a little bit, maybe think about some of the things we've talked about. These are tips and traits that I've used. Again, I'm not a coach. I'm not a therapist, but I've been working in the personal development field for probably the better part of 10 years, actually more than 10 years, not the better part anymore, 10 years or more. And I've connected with a lot of coaches, and a lot of the things that I'm giving you are things that I've applied and that have worked. They've really worked. So this is why those coaches write over on One Wise Life. They give those values. It's why I do these lives, to share it with you. Social media for me is so transformative. If you know how to use it, you can literally change your life. It's like another university. So I love that you're here. I so appreciate it. I recognize the importance and the value and the investment that you're making. And it pushes me to give more. So it's a win-win here. Thank you, Susanna, for that. I appreciate your compliment. Julian's here. Good morning. Boy is here. More power to you. More power to you, boy. Debbie, thank you for being here. You know, Debbie stays up for this. She's down in Australia. All right, so who else? Rona is here. Thank you for the wonderful words. Keith says some good food for thought here, Maria. Thank you. Hope that your voice is back to normal as soon as possible. Well done for keeping through to the end. Thanks again. Yes, Keith. You know, again, I don't feel sick. I just sound terrible, but I feel terrific. I really do feel terrific. Okay, Karen is here. Samar's here. It keeps going. I'm so grateful that you're here. I'm really just so grateful. It's Wednesday. It's a jam-packed, successful Wednesday with these successful qualities. I'm going to put the link to the article here so that you guys can check it out. There's links to other articles about emotional intelligence. There's even a link for a free meditation download in there, so that if you are interested in trying some meditation, this is one that's a good one that I use, and I love it. And it's free, so why not take advantage of it? All right, so with that, have a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. I will see you back here tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a beautiful Wednesday, everybody. Bye-bye.